You might be tired of watching me play this, but I'm not tired of playing it. This list is so fun. It's so value oriented and there's so much nuance into your choices and everything else. I love this. This is the best graveyard deck I've played in a while. Salutations everyone, my name is Pietro and welcome to another Pauper video. Yes, this is Mardu Dredge once again, but I was literally lying down for a nap with my wife and then I started having ideas about this deck because I can't get it out of my head and I have a pretty big tournament to play on Saturday the 13th of December. And I am honestly considering taking this deck. I don't think it's a meta deck. I don't think it's particularly broken or anything. I just really enjoy the gameplay and I think it's really different. And as I was thinking about it, if you watched my previous video, you remember that I tried Vythian Stinger. I talked about Electricities in the sideboard and whatnot. And then as I was there thinking, I was like, what about Death Spark? And if you haven't seen this card before, it's basically a 1-mana instant ping, face, creature, whatever you want. But at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have a creature card directly above it on your graveyard, you can pay a generic mana to bring it back to your hand. So not only is this a card advantage thing where you can bring it back to your hand, but it is also a thing that you can use to remove your opponent's creatures. You can ping face if you need a little bit of extra damage and all of that stuff. So I'm honestly just going to try the full 4 today. I'm going to play 2 in the main deck and 2 in the sideboard. I'm also going to play triple Prismatic Strands in the main deck because I think this card is just bonkers in a lot of the matches. I cut one of the battle screeches. I cut all of the fluff that I was playing, the Vythian Stinger, the Scourge Devil, and the Scrapwork Mutt. And then I have the 4th strands on the sideboard. I have triple Coffin Purge for the graveyard decks, the other 2 Death Sparks, and a Flaring Pain in the sideboard. That's it. Real quick deck tech. I just want to get into some matches. Let's go. Hey, just wanted to plug my Patreon real quick. I recently started it, and if you're interested in watching more of my content, there are always exclusive videos over there, at least 1 per week. And all the content that I release is going to be released there a week in advance before we're being released on YouTube. So if you just want to help out, support me, enjoy what I do, or if you got a spicy deck that you want me to try out or maybe try to improve, hit me up. Thanks. All right, welcome to round number 1. We are on the draw against Lionkortss. I think I'm okay with this hand. It's not the fastest, but I got a bunch of gates. I have a Ravings, which can be good. My opponent has also taken a mulligan, which is pretty good for me. Okay, so we are against some sort of red deck. Okay, Faithless Looting is also pretty good. So I think I just go Citadel Gate on red, pass the turn. Opponent didn't do anything turn 1. Okay, is this Rakdos? Is this Jund? Okay, I guess it's Rakdos. All right. And we do have a Snacker turn 2. Sure. Okay, another Faithless Looting is not bad here. Let's go looting. See what we find. Okay. So I am going to get rid of the Snacker and a Stinkweed Imp. The order here doesn't matter. And then I am going to go Black Dragon Gate on white. Pass the turn. So next turn, I can go Lunarch Veteran into Faithless Looting to get back the Snacker. Already gain a point of life. Okay, Rakdos Carnarium, that's okay. So I really want my Lunarch Veteran to resolve. I'm not going to dredge because I want the 3 draws. Veteran, looting, no dredge, no dredge. Guess I'm going to get rid... I have a lot of lands now. I guess I'm going to get rid of a pair of lands, probably? Yes. Any order. Snacker comes back. I get to gain a point of life. Play the Cliff Gate, and I do think I'm going to put this one on blue. That's the turn. So I don't have an untapped mana for Battle Screech, which means that next turn, if my Lunarch Veteran is still alive, I am just going to dredge to see if I can get either a Sacred Cat, more Lunarch Veterans, or anything else of the like in the graveyard. I can't really block. That's okay. Okay, so Blood Token discarding Fiery Temper. Let's see if Fiery Temper is coming face. It is coming face. All right. Oh, they just passed. Cool. So let's get the Stinkweed Imp. Ooh, double Snacker. So I can get double Snacker back because of Desperate Ravings here. And I do have the double red, which is absolutely great. So let's go looting, discard Stinkweed Imp, and yeah, I'll discard a Molten Gatekeeper. Any order. Now, I already took 2 draws. So yeah, so I'm gonna go Desperate Ravings. I get to dredge once, and then draw. My snackers are gonna come back. I'm gonna gain 2 points of life. What did I get rid of? The Black Dragon Gate. Okay. And I do have a Prismatic Strands in the graveyard too. Cool. Play an untapped land, get a Sacred Cat back, gain another point of life, swing. This feels pretty good. I'm very happy with everything that's going on here. Okay, Fiery Temper. Is the Fiery Temper coming face or coming at the veteran? It is just coming face. Okay, that's fine. Opponent gonna take a point of damage. Pass the turn. Desperate Ravings doing work, man. That was really good. Okay, opponent has another land drop. A single black mana up, which is pretty good for me. And the fact that I have a Desperate Ravings in hand also means that I get to do some pretty fun stuff here. No attacks. All right. Am I dredging? I think I'm just taking a draw here. Okay, that's pretty good as well. Guess I'm just gonna go on the offensive here. Swing for 7. Opponent just took everything, sure. Battle Screech. And opponent concedes. Look, that felt real good, guys. I don't know what to tell you. So, Prismatic Strands comes in. I guess Coffin Purge can go after Snackers if I want to. Death Spark is not bad. I do want the Strands. Maybe I can just keep a pair of Death Sparks. They do hit the Snackers. They get to hit also Voldaren Epicures. Molten Gatekeeper is not bad. I think I'll just cut a Gatekeeper here and bring in the 4th Strands. And I'm just going to cut the Gatekeeper because I think I just want a little bit of extra protection from the Prismatic Strands. Hand is not perfect, but I have Callers and I got a bunch of lootings. I think it's a keep. Sure, Voldaren Epicure. Okay, that's good. This one goes on red. Pass the turn. Okay, you're not going to do anything with that mana? Wow. All right. Can I get... okay, that's not bad. That's not what I was going for, but sure. Oh, I guess I should have looting first. Oh, well, let's Thrilling Discovery. I'm gonna get rid probably just a pair of lootings because I would like to set up my Death Spark to work. So let's take 3 draws. Okay. So that's eventually going to be good, but I really want to find my 3rd land drop here. Okay, opponent played a swamp that we hadn't seen before. I guess that means that they are going... Oh, it didn't really matter. They could have just gone for the other thing. Okay, so they are going pretty aggressive here. Cool, Basilisk Gate is very cool. So I would like to have mana here to triple spell, but I don't currently. So I am going to start off on a looting. Nice. So I'm going to discard a Prismatic Strands and a Stinkweed Imp. Any order is fine. Play a Sacred Cat. Play a Citadel Gate. And this one is going to go on red. Pass the turn. So now I have a Prismatic Strands. And if my opponent does anything aggressive, I am just going to burn the Prismatic Strands here. They discarded a Snacker, sure. Grab the prize to get the Snacker back. They just discarded a Mountain, so that's not going to be 2 damage towards me. I think I'm okay with that. Honestly, I think I'm good blocking and using the Prismatic Strands here. I have 2 more in hand. Oh, you're gonna do something? Lightning Bolt the Sacred Cat. Okay, so I guess now I just name black and I don't take any damage. Of course that hurts, but it's not the end of the world. Do I want to dredge? Yeah, I do. There's another Strands, there's a Battle Screech. Okay, I got some things that I can do. So I'm gonna get my cat back. That's not the most mana efficient play. I don't currently have blue. I think I'm good going for the Stinkweed Imp. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the Death Spark. I'm just gonna go Sacred Imp, Stinkweed Imp, Sacred Cat. That's fine. I have another Prismatic Strands that I can try to use for something. The Stinkweed Imp is a pretty good blocker overall. And the Festivities. I mean, I'll do the thing. If my opponent wants to keep fighting over these board states, I am more than happy to oblige. Oh, that just resolved, huh? Okay, I'll give it pro red then. So that's not gonna do anything. Is there an attack? Yep. Okay, I'm blocking here. Trade with the Kitchen Imp. Take 2. That's okay. No, I don't think I'll dredge now. Cliffgate's amazing. See if my opponent has another removal spell for my Sacred Cat. I guess I could just Basilisk Gate it. Let's play the Cliffgate, put it on blue. And I do think I'm gonna try to pump here, and I'll see what my opponent wants to do about it. If anything, right? Cast into the fire. Yeah, that's fine. Pass the turn. I have a Death Spark that I'll be playing. So that was gonna hit me regardless. I guess I should have Battle Screeched in that case. Grab the prize, Alms of the Vein. Yeah, that hurts. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go down to 8 here. Don't love that. Jagged Barrens brings me down to 9. Okay. My opponent already drew their whatever card this turn, so I'm just gonna Death Spark the Sneaky Snacker. There's no chance of the Snacker coming back this turn. Highway Robbery has been plotted. Sure. Sure, I'll dredge in case I find another Sacred Cat. No Sacred Cat just yet. And I actually didn't even hit a creature. That's kind of tough. So my opponent's going to have a lot of cards in hand next turn. I don't love that for me. And I am a little bit low on mana. Oh no, I did hit the Sneaky Snacker. I guess that... Oh, but it's during the upkeep. Doesn't matter. Never mind. Do I just want to go Desperate Ravings? I think I might, honestly. So blue, something, something. Guess I'll go Ravings. Okay, I discarded the Battle Screech. Not really the one that I wanted to discard here. And I found a land. Well, I guess at least the Desperate Ravings allows me to get my Snacker back. Yeah, but I don't love this. I think I'm dead. I'll play this, put it on red, and play the Ravings again. Rebuy my Snacker. But yeah, I think I'm just dead here. My opponent just needs 2.5 removal spells to get me. There's the Robbery. Oh, we're going Sacrifice. Okay. So Snacker comes back. Looting. Sure. Opponent's going to discard a Jagged Barrens and another looting. Okay. Razor Trap Gorge. Grab the prize Fiery Temper. That is 5 points of damage. So I guess all they need now is another burn spell. Do you have a bolt? Vampire's Kiss. Yeah, there's a lightning bolt. All right. So we got there, unfortunately. I think I tumbled a little bit too much in the early game. And of course, the multiple removal spells on my Sacred Cat didn't help. I thought I was doing better than I actually was there, so I guess I need to be a little more careful maybe. Of course, we were on the draw as well, so there is also that. I'm not gonna change anything here. I don't think I want Coughing Purges for Sneaky Snackers. I'm just gonna go. This is a 1-land hand, even though it's a decent one. I'm gonna mulligan. And now we're starting to feel the weight. The double Snacker definitely hurts. Sacred Cat, Lunarch Veteran are great, but the Basilisk Gate isn't. I think I keep, unfortunately. It is what it is. Maybe I should have capped the other Snacker. I don't know. It's kind of tough to know what to do in these situations. Cat, Veteran, Cat, Veteran, Cat, Veteran. I guess Veteran, since if it dies, I can already bring it back turn 2. I need to hit gates. That's what I want to see. Gates, gates, gates. That's not a gate. And not only it's not a gate, it is a thing that doesn't help me now since I don't have the red mana for it. Always yield. Swing for 1. I really need to hit another land drop. Cast into the fire, sure. Opponent's ready. No! That sucks. That sucks a lot, honestly. I feel like this matchup is good for us. Maybe I should have mulliganed to 5. Maybe I need to start looking at the Basilisk Gate as just another spell and not as a land. Because it doesn't help, honestly. Fiery Temper and Kitchen Imp on turn 3? That sucks. That's very good for my opponent. Okay, I don't mind the Fiery Temper going on my thing as much. But the Kitchen Imp is just persistent damage, and I hate that. I think if I don't hit a mana now, I am pretty close to just dead. Of course. Yeah, well, I should have mulliganed to 5. Can't keep cannot keep lands. Basilisk cannot keep hands based on Basilisk Gate. That sucks. Sucks a lot. I guess I'm dead. Please don't do... Okay, that's just a hard cast Alms of the Vein. That's not the end of the world. Carnarium, you're gonna bounce the Barrens? Just a mountain. Okay. Okay, so eventually that is gonna be good. Attack for 1. But I guess the question becomes, am I gonna survive long enough for this to matter? Because that is definitely a thing, right? My opponent still has 5 cards in hand. 4 mana? What's this? Oh, okay, it's looting already with the intention of discarding something. Sure. Oof. Okay, so this is so much damage. I'm gonna fall down to 7 here. Okay, the Fiery Temper went after my creature again. That's at least not as bad. But the Kitchen Imps are just doing a work on me. Yeah, I don't think I need to think too hard about any of this. Get rid of the Snacker, get rid of Ravings, any order, gain 2. Snacker gonna come back. Guess I'll play the Citadel Gate on red. I am at 8 life here. It is absolutely possible that I just die next turn. And the Festivities. Bujuka Bug. Okay, that's fine. Hardcast Kitchen Imp. Tough, 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 tough. So I do it like this. I don't have white mana up. Then I'm hoping this Stinkweed Imp block does anything. Block, I fall down to 3. And I'm dead to any burn spell. So, no, wait. If I do it like this, I don't cast the Stinkweed Imp, but I have a better shot of casting other stuff. I think I'm already so far behind that I need to get lucky anyway. So Imp goes away, Basilisk Gate goes away. I don't need any more of those. Any order. Dredge. Take a draw. I did find a Sacred Cat, but unfortunately, that doesn't do a whole lot. Play the cat. Yeah, I'm dead to any burn spell, any ping, Jagged Barrens, anything like that. I'm dead. That's very unfortunate. I was really feeling this deck and this matchup. And yet again, we lost to ourselves. We lost to a hand that couldn't cast spells on curve while on the play. If my opponent casts anything that deals a point of damage here, I get to concede. Okay, well, I guess that doesn't necessarily mean I'm dead. Would have loved to find a Prismatic Strands here. Yeah, dude, you do your thing. I'm dead. I know. Opponent discarded a couple lands. Sure. Did you find the last point of damage you need? Seems like it. Still digging. Yeah, my opponent's gonna have looked at like 7 cards now. Spell Bomb and Fiery Cannonade. Bolt? Yeah, fine. They found the final point of damage they needed. I'm very upset. I think that matchup is favorable for us, and I think I threw it away by not being diligent enough and not mulliganing when I should have. That one is 100% on me. Let's go to the next round. I'm very sorry, I just realized that my mic was off and I was not recording my voice for round number 2. We are here on the play against Fluoxetine, and our opponent seems to be playing Grixis Affinity. We started off pretty standard. I kept a hand that had a Citadel Gate, a couple of Basilisk Gates, and I could cast all of my spells. So that's why I kept it, especially after the debacle that was last turn. So here I'm in a situation where I was able to deploy a Gatekeeper, I discarded a Sacred Cat and was able to bring it back. I'm just going to play the more grindy game. No need to go crazy on Graveyard, no need to go crazy with cards in hand either, honestly. Like, I'm not gonna vomit my entire hand quickly or anything like that and get swept up by a Krark Shaman. I'm just gonna continue to attack. Okay, is this gonna be some sort of like Toxin Analysis shenanigan? Or a sacrifice? What is it? Okay, seems to just be a sacrifice. Sure, that's fine. So my opponent's gonna take 1, I'm gonna gain 1. I get to deploy another Gatekeeper, which is fine by me. And I'm actually gonna play this Cliff Gate, and I am gonna put it on blue because I have a Desperate Ravings in hand and I don't have any sort of black yet. We are a Boros deck that is splashing some black and some blue. Another land, that's okay. Krark? Enforcer. Okay, that's fine. Don't really care. Okay, the second Enforcer is a bit more annoying. Sneaky Snacker. So I can't currently play that. I guess I'm gonna make use of my Gatekeepers while I have them around. So, do I want to Citadel Gate to have access to hard casting Snacker next turn? Or do I want to be more mana efficient this turn? I think I'm fine going for the mana efficient route. So let's do the thing on our cat. Swing. Let's see if our opponent is interested in some sort of double block. Seems like they are. That's cool with me. I'll gain 5. Trade with an Enforcer. Second main phase, I will bring back my Lunarch Veteran. Opponent gonna take 2. Pass the turn. And honestly, having double gate here, I am probably just going to play to the board for a while and see what my opponent wants to do about that. Bargain on a token. Okay. Micro Wellspring, that's fine. Not super worried about it. Refurb. Sure. I'll get rid of a Snacker. Okay. Opponent's at 4 cards in hand. Ooh, Thrilling Discovery is great. Do I want to do that? Do I want to go for attacks first? Should I just ignore it and go for the Desperate Ravings? Lots of choices here. I guess, yeah, even though Thrilling Discovery is good, I think I'll stick with the Ravings. So let's play the Citadel Gate. And I'm gonna do this because I want to have access to double gate eventually in this game. Swing with my 6/6. Okay. So opponent is just going to chump block. That's fine with me. You gotta, what? Sure, Toxin Analysis. That's fine. So I am gonna lose my Luminous Phantom. That's okay. Second main phase. Let's go Raving. Draw 2, discard a card at random. Get my Snacker back. Deal 2 damage to my opponent. What did I discard? The Black Dragon Gate that I drew. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, I'm cool with that. So I'm just trying to do things in a way where I always have a flyer. Because if I always have a flyer, my opponent is always at the risk of maybe suddenly dying if they just want to go Krark. Munitions. Okay, munitions is going to be a little annoying. You're just going to start shooting some stuff. Yes, I imagine this is going at the Snacker. It is. That's fine. That's a land. Sure. Okay. The regular draw here is pretty interesting. I mean, the gate thing. Let's pump one of my friends here. See if my opponent wants to do anything about it. Seems like they do. Is this a blast? Galv Blast on it. Sure. So I'm going to respond by casting Desperate Ravings from the graveyard. So I drew 2, discarded a Citadel Gate. I get my Snacker back. Opponent takes 2. My Citadel Gate thing is gonna go bust. Do I want to play this Black Dragon Gate? Honestly, yeah. Sure, just put it on white. No need to attack. The Mirror Enforcer is blocking us back. You're gonna shoot down the Snacker again? Alright, that's fine. Thoughtcast. Okay. I guess I don't want to see a Blood Fountain because the Blood Fountain is a way for my opponent to get back in regards to cards. Oh, sure. What you got for me, buddy? You got a Reckoner's Bargain? I guess something like Galvanic Blast plus Nile Spellbomb would be pretty annoying. Krark. Sure, that's a blocker. Oh, tell me more. So I could try to go for a kill here. I don't think I necessarily need to. I'm just gonna go pump. Is that the third Galvanic Blast? No, it's just the second one. Okay. So the blast here, honestly, I think I'm just fine going with the Prismatic Strands. See if my opponent wants to respond to it in any way. Oh, no? Cool. So pump happens. Blast is countered. Swing for 8. Are we just jumping with a Krark? We are. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, that doesn't work. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot that that didn't work. It doesn't die because my thing is also red. Alright. Play the Veteran. In that case, I shouldn't have attacked. Not that I think it makes a world of difference, but okay. Pass the turn. At least I countered a Galvanic Blast. So there's that. Micro Wellspring, that's fine. Opponent is insistently being aggressive. Okay. Hunter's Blowgun. Okay, sure. Yeah, I'll do the Prismatic Strands thing now. Force them to sacrifice something else. Or not. Okay. So my dudes are not gonna die right now. F6. Another land. Opponent with 2 cards in hand. Sure. Another Basilisk Gate. So what is my goal here? I guess my opponent can activate Krark for 1. And that is a safe bet. I will play another gate here. So let's do this here. See if it resolves. The Lionkortss Veteran is of course not great because it is just the thing that they can shoot down with the makeshift munitions. Gonna sacrifice for 1, for 2, for 3, for 3. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So I'm gonna try to see if my opponent's gonna die here or not. Gatekeeper, Gatekeeper, take 1. Pump one of my Gatekeepers. Ooh, I guess that's not actually lethal, huh? Do you have another guy? Okay, alright. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to deal all the damage that I wanted to. And that is actually bad. The Galvanic Blasts have obviously been very strong here. So my opponent's only gonna fall down to 2 life instead of 1 life. That's a land drop, that is fine with me. You're gonna equip. Yep, makes sense. And I do have to start getting a little worried now, because I can't just get blown out by makeshift munitions. So let's start off with Thrilling Discovery. Discard these 2 cards, any order, let's draw 3. Get my snacker back. I get to get my wait, but I guess I get to do the Thrilling Discovery thing first. Is that a thing that I want to do? I still have a white up. Yes, let's do this as well. Gain a couple more life. Discard these 2, any order. Draw 3, cool. I guess I can go Imp instead of Veteran because the Imp trades with Enforcer. Pass the turn. I can't hold up Prismatic Strands, but I can just protect my life total by trading with the Enforcer. Of course, my opponent can shoot down my Imp by sacrificing a couple lands, but honestly, I'm not too worried about that. If they want to go down to 4 lands in play, I think that's fine. And I also don't need to be worried by something like triple Galvanic Blast blow you out. Oh, what was that? Oh, it's just another Black Mage's Rod, sure. Are we coming in? We are. Cool. Block. If your last card is a bargain effect, sure, you get to do the cool thing. Alright, it wasn't. Just a passing of the turn. Sure. I will start dredging here because I want more efficient cards now. Okay, the Molten Gatekeeper is obviously fun. So, I have dredged, and I am going to try to go a little aggressive at least. So, let's bring back the Gatekeeper. Let's get back the Lionkortss Veteran. So I have the slightest protection against makeshift munition. Opponent's going to take a point of damage. That's fine. Let's red here. Oh, so if I do this, I can't really... Do I even care? I guess they would have to sacrifice 3 permanents. Maybe I don't even care about it that much. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pump this turn. So... Oh, if I do it like this... Oh, I only have 1 red left. Okay, so I can't bring back the Snackers this turn. I could Ravings twice here, though. I guess the Ravings thing might be best left as a... Oh, no, because So, I can try to pump the Snacker. They have to shoot it. I can do it again. They have to shoot it again. And then I still get to attack for 2. Yeah. Oh, no, but then I don't get it back at the end of turn. Okay. So let's attack and see what's up. Swing for 4. My opponent is not forced to block my Molten Gatekeeper at all. But if they don't, I still get some cool damage through. Okay, they are going to block. That's fine. Okay, gonna take 2. Gonna shoot the hero token at my Snacker, maybe? That's fine. Resolves. I gain a point of life. Opponent doesn't take anything. I'm gonna go... I don't have... No! My colors are messed up again. That's tough. So in that case, what I am going to do is I'm just going to cast another Snacker, because that's just another point of damage. This is game number 1, by the way. My opponent is at 9 minutes, and I am going to cast the Stinkweed Imp also. That is another point of damage. That's going to leave me with 3 flyers that would need to be removed, and pass the turn. You can go away, Gatekeeper. You've done a remarkable job. Thank you very much. By the way, if my opponent hadn't drawn their 1-off makeshift munitions, they would be dead this game. The munitions is the only thing that is allowing them to stay a little bit alive right now. Yeah, I'll just do the Strands thing. That's fine. Force my opponent to sacrifice a little more permanents. Okay, they're not interested right now. That's fine with me. And once again, I have a Desperate Ravens in hand, which is a pretty good card to have alongside Sneaky Snacker. Okay, they shot down my Luminous Phantom. Okay, sacrificing a Black Mage's Rod, sure. You gonna shoot down the Snacker? Sure. Did you draw the Nile Spellbomb? Okay. I mean, you gotta go for it now, right? So your last card is Nile Spellbomb, because otherwise... Okay, good for you. So we game on. Sure. You don't have much of a board, but sure. Luckily for me, I have a Desperate Ravings. Oh, alright. So, white, 1/1. Play Battle Screech. This card is gonna be pretty good, I feel like. Play Desperate Ravings, draw 2, discard 1 at random. Discarded as... Oh, I drew a Snacker and discarded a Snacker. Dang, I don't have blue right now, that's okay. So now I have 2 more permanents that my opponent needs to kill with their munitions, and they concede. Cool. So they played 18 minutes of that first game, and they still lost. That feels pretty good for me overall. So Dust to Dust gets to come in. The Dust Sparks are not going to be good in this matchup. And what else? Prismatic Strands is fine, but I don't think it's actively that good. The Coffin Purges are also fine. The Red Blasts are also fine. I think I'm okay just keeping 1 Prismatic Strands in the deck, because sometimes it matters. I could also just keep 1 Death Spark. But honestly, I'm just gonna play a mid-rangey game with the Dust to Dusts and hope that's gonna be good enough. Alright. Yep, keep. This is a hand that gets to go looting, snacker. I have a Dust to Dust. It's great. So let's start off on the Citadel Gate on red. That's a pretty easy start. And I am likely going to put the other Citadel Gate on blue or black. Black Mage's Rod, sure. So what can I draw here? That is great, but I want that next turn then. So the Citadel Gate comes down here. I put it on... I guess I should have done it in the other order, but that's fine. And I am going to looting here. Get rid of a Snacker, get rid of a Sacred Cat. Any order. I have a lot of lands in hand, but I also have a lot of looting in the deck that I can get to. Blood Fountain, okay. Nile Spellbomb. Sure. Are you going for the Spellbomb right away? You are. Cool. You get to take a redraw, and I'm gonna get to take 2 points of damage here. And I guess now my question becomes, is this Dust to Dust going at the lands or going at the Blood Fountain? Because both of those are actively good targets. Considering that my opponent has a single red, I am gonna hit the Dross Forge Bridge for sure. The Blood Fountain can definitely come up later, and I do think that there is a situation where that can be a big problem. I just think I want to slow down my opponent here, and I will accept that later on in the game, the Blood Fountain is going to be a problem for me. Okay, there's another Great Furnace, that's alright. Mere Enforcer is annoying now because I don't have a board just yet. That helps. Guess I start off here. Let's go with the Faithless Looting, see what we find. Jeez. Okay, that's not great for me. I mean, yeah, I guess I'm getting rid of a couple lands. I guess I looting again? Because I just want to try to... Okay. Then in this case... I do think I just want a blocker right now. So I guess I'm getting rid of a Black Dragon Gate. And is it the Molten Gatekeeper? Probably. Yeah, any order. And... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, I guess I messed that one up, huh? That's not really what I wanted to do, because I wanted the flyer. Well, it's fine. So my opponent has an aggressive start. Let's see if they continue deploying lands. They do. Okay. Oh, and they had even more lands in hand. All right. Refurb is definitely annoying. Get rid of this. So my hope here is that they attack with both. They do not. I guess I'm just taking the damage here. Okay. So the second Dust to Dust here is just going to go at the Enforcer and the Refurb. That also helps because now they won't have creatures for the Blood Fountain to bring back. My opponent is at 5 minutes on the clock. Jeez. Pass the turn. You're gonna blast me? Oh boy. Okay. Am I just dead? Do you just have another Galv Blast in hand? Land. Okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm blocking for sure. I can't afford not to. Okay. The Basilisk Gate is obviously great. Play it. Gatekeeper. Veteran back. Pass the turn. The most important thing here is that I am not dead to a single Galvanic Blast anymore. 3, 4? What's this? What's 4 mana in this deck? I guess a Kenku Artificer would be a pretty big problem as well. Oh, it was just a passing of the turn. All right. So I guess I just need to be aggressive. I can't cast the Snacker. I can't pump. So I guess I need to do some math on how much I want to looting versus other things. This is 3-6 damage. It's a pretty long clock. So let's go looting first. Ugh. Yeah, that's annoying. So I messed that up. I mean, I didn't mess it up. I made a choice and my choice didn't pan out. Oh, I kept the Thrilling Discovery in hand too. That's pretty dumb. That doesn't do anything because I'm not going to have cards to cast it. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Swing for 3. Pass the turn. Scary. Equip. Oh, did you draw the Golf Blast? Wow. Okay. Yeah, all right. That was very well done by them. I'm honestly surprised. Yeah, I don't think there's much that I want to change here. I'll just resubmit. Maybe I should have had a Prismatic Strands. I don't know. But the Galvanic Blasts there, plus the Black Mage's Rod, were definitely a ton of damage. I guess I will bring in another Strands in place of one of the Desperate Ravings. But again, my opponent's at like 3.5 minutes for game 3. I would like to play first, yes. Hand is not great, but I think that's a keep. I have the Collars, I have the Discovery. I can actually cast the Thrilling Discovery on turn 2, which is unusual to be able to do in a deck like this. Mist Vault Bridge, that's fine. And I am just gonna Thrilling Discovery to get some of these lands out of here. I guess I get rid of the Citadel Gate and honestly, yeah, the other one. Yeah, I'm gonna draw more lands eventually. Like this, sure. Pass. So I can play a Molten Gatekeeper next turn, which is okay. Sure, okay. Discard a Stinkweed Imp. I'm not gonna dredge, I'm fine taking a draw. Gate, play the Gatekeeper, pass the turn. Thoughtcast, all right. Am I taking 2? I am taking 2. Cool, sure. Ichor Wellspring, okay. I'm still fine not dredging, it's okay. Swing for 2. So as of right now, I'm winning the race, and I'm good with that. Cliffgate? Cliffgate on blue? Yeah, on blue. Is this the Kenku? Yeah, I was thinking about this last game. That Kenku is definitely a card that can show up and be very annoying. Oh, you're attacking with the Kenku? Okay. I don't know if I agree with that choice. Sure, I'll take a draw now. Okay. So, let's cast this Lunarch Veteran from the graveyard before you get a chance to exile it. And let's... Oh, I guess I need to play the Plains here. Yeah. Let's cast the Thrilling Discovery. They shouldn't have done that. There was no need for them to pop it now. They can pop it in response, but I'll take it. Yes, I do. So discard these 2 gentlemen, any order. And I... do I want to draw 3 here? Do I want to start? I think I'll dredge once. Okay, that's fine. Swing for 4. Oh, I could have brought in another Molten Gatekeeper back, right? It's okay. So my opponent's going to fall down to 11 here, and they really need a Krark plus a Toxin Analysis to try and stabilize. Because next turn, they're going to take a bunch of damage. It's going to be 3, 6, 8. Just from the creatures I currently have in my graveyard. And I'm still going to have a mana up. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so if I draw an untapped land, I get to do it all. But again, I also just have the Basilisk Gate, which can be a problem for them. They just have 3 lands in play. And I didn't even dust to dust them this game. Okay. Ooh, big swing. So I imagine that means that there is a Krark coming. I'll block, that's fine. You're gonna sack it? Ooh, Fangs. That's really annoying. Because now they go up to 14. Oh, and there's an Enforcer. Dang. So yeah, that was a great turn for my opponent, and now I'm in a huge world of trouble. So I no longer can just try to kill them. So I just want to put some blockers in play, I guess. Dang, the Fangs is a huge problem for me. So I guess I'll go with the Imp. Take 2. Follow that by playing Cat. Take 2 more. Play the Cliffgate on white. Pass the turn. Because now I have a good number of blockers. My opponent's gonna time out. Yeah. Okay, so that game is actually very interesting. Oh, they're not gonna see the rest of my draws. I think my opponent did a good job trying to stabilize, but if they don't kill us quick, they are very much gonna get eaten alive by these Molten Gatekeepers. I can out-damage 3 life a turn. Yeah, well, time is a resource. My opponent used their resource badly, and we are now 1-1. Let's go to the next one. All right, welcome back to round number 3. We are on the play against JaviGM. 2 lands, snackers, gatekeepers, keep. Deathspark also pretty good. Guess I'm going for the safe choice here and go Boris first. Seething Landscape. So that is likely to be a blue-black deck of some persuasion. I am gonna kick it off with the looting here. I guess I'll keep the... Oh, I can actually already start making some value here, right? Yeah, let's put Deathspark, Snacker. So, Deathspark first, Snacker on top. Play Cliffgate on white. Pass the turn. So then we can see what my opponent is going to be up to. Okay, that's fine. Is it an Augur? What is this? Abandon Attachments. Okay. There's a Snacker. Always yield. Pay 1. Yes, pay 1. Bring it back. I'm fine just killing this immediately. Playing the Black Dragon Gate. And I am gonna put the Black Gate. I guess I'm doing the thing again. I'll just put it on blue and pass. Shouldn't have done that, I don't think, but that's fine. We'll make do. Hardcast Snacker, sure. Take a draw. Okay, Veteran is decent. So, play the Plains. Play Gatekeeper. Play Veteran. And I would rather deal a point of damage to my opponent than... Yeah, makes sense. So I would rather deal a point of damage to my opponent than gain a point of life here. That did force them to snuff out, which is fine. Lorien revealed. Okay, and important to note, I do have Gatekeeper again on top of Deathspark, so I can just bring that back once again. Brainstorm, Sneaky Snacker does come back again. So I think this is a matchup where I do want the Coffin Purges. I think they are decent just to try and fight the Snacker Onslaught. Take the damage. Okay, so 3 mana up for my opponent. The second Snacker is really annoying. Basilisk Gate. The Basilisk Gate is decent. So let's swing for 1 first. Play another Gatekeeper. Okay, resolves. Trigger on the stack, try to kill it. Do you have a Dispel? Spell Pierce? No? Okay, alright. Gain a life. Pass the turn. You probably shouldn't do this now, because I'm gonna get my Deathspark back again. 15. Abandon Attachments again. Sure. Wouldn't you rather hold that? That's an interesting choice. Because you know I'm going to shoot your Snackers again. Yeah, I'll pay. So, play the gate. Do I want to start clocking like this? I do think I do. Wait, let's actually shoot down a Snacker first. Wait, what if they have another Brainstorm? Maybe I don't need to do this, right? I could just Faithless Looting. Faithless Looting gets me a Snacker. Basilisk Gate makes it so it's very likely I can kill my opponent next turn. Yeah, let's go looting. The Prismatic Strands is obviously not amazing. Okay, cool. I get to discard another Snacker. And I would rather attack. I guess I'll just discard another land. Oh, I could have done this better, right? I could have Deathsparked first. Yeah, okay. Swing. And if my opponent tries to do any sort of Suffocating Fumes, Cast Down, removal plan, I'm just gonna do the Deathspark thing. Okay, they won't. I am still gonna do the Deathspark thing. I just wanna try to control the board a little bit. Are you gonna stutter me? That's okay. That's fine. Ooh, there's a ninja as well. Hacker. Okay, sure. Gurmag Angler. Okay, the Snackers are being so annoying this game. Okay, so let's... Opponent has 2 mana up. Let's attack here, see what's up. We trading, cool. Try to do a Thrilling Discovery. I don't imagine this is gonna resolve. Counterspell, sure. So now I am passing the turn, I think. Hardcast the Snacker again. Sure. Swing. Everybody coming in. I'll block the Hacker. Try to cast the Prismatic Strands. Oh, that resolved. Interesting. I'll put that on black. Try to do it again. Do it on blue. So I get to eat the Moon Circuit Hacker here. Don't take any damage. My opponent passes the turn back. Yes, I would like to pay for this. Battle Screech. That's quite the card. And I do have the mana for it all, so... Right? No, I do not. I need triple. I paid off of my white. No. That's very unfortunate. Dang. Okay. My opponent has a single card in hand, right? So, well, it is what it is. Get one Gatekeeper back. White. 1/1. Try to cast this. Hope it's not Counterspell. It's not. Cool. So my opponent's going to take 2. Then I'm going to flashback. My opponent's going to take 2. And I'm going to gain 4 life over the exchange. Swing for 2 more. Sure. I think I'm cool taking 5. Stinkweed Imp. Okay. So bring back the Gatekeeper. Gain another point of life. Pump a bird. Hardcast Snuff Out. Okay. Resolves. So that fizzles. Now what? Now do I just swing? Yeah, right. Swing. Sure. Opponent gonna fall down to 5. Oh, I don't have the black mana. Dang. That was a big mistake then. Yeah, I should have definitely pumped with the Basilisk Gate. Rough. Okay. Alright. As long as it's not Unexpected Fangs, oh, you're gonna ninjutsu? Alright. Sure. I guess you're digging for a removal, for 2 removal spells, rather. Sure, that doesn't matter. Okay, sure. Bump a bird. Okay, we win. Cool. We were able to grind our opponent down. That felt good. So Coffin Purges are going to come in. The Blasts and maybe the Death Sparks are going to come in. I'll think about it. Strands is decent, but I think it's not what the game is going to be about. It is a game about graveyard control a little bit. I would still need to cut 6 cards here. My opponent is definitely going to have some sort of sweeper effect. So maybe I don't need 3 Purges. Maybe I don't need 4 Death Sparks, even though they are great. My opponent is an annoying fairy deck, so maybe I do want all of them. Okay, so if that's the case, do I just cut the Battle Screeches? No, because Battle Screech is like an army in a box. Maybe I can go down something like 2 Lootings, and maybe the Thrilling Discoveries are not going to be great. Cut like 1 Raving, 2 Discoveries, and I'll keep like a mishmash of stuff. Alright, I think I'm down with this. Yeah, okay. Let's try to see how we do. I do need to play a little faster because I am a teeny tiny bit behind on clock here. My opponent sided up to 62? Were they always playing 62 and I didn't notice? Okay. Yeah, this is not only fine, it's actively good. I would like another land, preferably untapped. I'll take a tapped land. Mana. So fortunately, my opponent's not going to be able to start doing the fairy ninja thing on turn 2. Passing the turn. All right. I am going to go with the Black Dragon Gate on red here and pass the turn. I get to hold up Red Blast or Death Spark, depending on how things go. This Coffin Purge is likely to be discarded at some point. As soon as I draw a Looting or something like it. Oh, and just passing. Sure. I'm fine playing the waiting game too. Probably just play this on blue. Pass the turn. 2 mana. Abandon Attachment. So if this is a snacker... I know, if it is a snacker, I just eat it. It's fine. It wasn't a snacker. Another Coffin Purge is not really what I'm looking for, but that's fine. Play the Cliff Gate. Do I have double white? I do. Blue, red. I am still gonna put this on white, I think. And honestly, since my opponent seems to just be playing the waiting game, I'm just gonna hardcast a Sneaky Snacker. Counterspell? Wowzers. Okay, that's a choice. I'll let that resolve any day of the week. Is your hand just counterspells? That's funny if it is. Is it another Abandoned Attachments? Oh, it's a Gurmag Angler. That's a big boy. Okay, that can definitely be a problem for me because that's a fast clock and I don't have a lot of removal for it. Yeah. I like this. So let's start there. White, red, thrilling discovery. Just resolved. Great. So get rid of a coffin purge, get rid of, honestly, probably both. Any order is fine. No, I did not draw a land. How could you do this to me, deck? How could you do this to me? That's tough. Play the veteran. That's fine. I'm just gonna shoot that. Please die. Thank you. My veteran resolves, pass the turn. Would really like to draw another land drop. Okay, just took 5. Opponent with 4 cards in hand. Okay, this card is good, but but nothing. I just play it, right? Okay, cast another veteran. I guess I am opening myself up pretty heavily to Arms of Hadar. Do I want to fight this? Blue, black? Yeah, I'll fight it. This card is annoying enough that I want to try to kill it. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Ooh, I guess that messes up the order of my cards, too. Okay. So, Lunarch Veteran gets countered. Swing? Don't imagine there's gonna be a block. I am correct. Hard cast a snacker. Resolves, gain a life. Pass the turn. Cast down on the snacker. Sure. So it really seems like their last card here is a ninja. Or one of their last cards. Yep. Okay. Maybe I should have a Gurmag Angler in this deck as well. So I know they have a Stutter in hand. I guess this is just a hard cast Stinkweed Imp. The Battle Screech is gonna be my rebuild. Gain the life. Pass the turn. I'm just gonna hold up Coffin Purge here. Fairy Seer. Yes. You do your thing, buddy. Top, bottom. Sure. We attacking? We not attacking. Makes sense. Untap. Land is definitely the thing I wanted to see here. So I don't have the blast anymore to hold it up, which is annoying. In which case, I guess I'm just gonna try to do the... let's just do Molten Gatekeeper, see if it resolves. Cool. Let's Lunarch Veteran. There's the Stutter. Okay. So Stutter came back down, that is fine. They have an opening here for Snacker if they have it, but they just have 2 cards in hand, it's okay. You gonna... Yeah, I was expecting that. I knew that was gonna come up at some point. It is a heck of a card. So blocking here doesn't do a whole lot. I'm just gonna take 9. That sucks. Okay. Opponent gets a loot. Okay, single card in hand for my opponent here. I guess the Dredge is okay. Sacred Cat is great for me. Play Cat. Opponent gonna take a point of damage. White, something. Please don't be a counterspell. Nice. Triggers resolve. Battle Screech again. Okay. Opponent down to 12. I cannot attack because I definitely need to block here. If my opponent has another Fumes or an Arms of Hadar, I'm dead, but at least I have a pretty decent board set up now. Bajuka Bog. Hurts. Okay. Definitely a thing that hurts. We gonna get in? We are gonna get in. So block, block, block. Guess your last card's a ninja if you're going all in like this. Okay. Down to 2. Replay the Fairy Seer. Bottom. Sure. Black Dragon Gate is not the draw I'm looking for here. So the Sacred Cat is just a chump block. I am at 2 life. I guess I do need to start getting in there. My opponent has a single flyer. So I guess my play here is play the Stinkweed Imp to possibly trade. Well, I guess I start with the Stinkweed Imp, right? Because if the Stinkweed Imp doesn't resolve, I probably need to play safe. Okay, it did. Cool. I imagine this is just an attack with the Sacred Cat, so I can still try to get some damage in. And up to 3 is a good amount. Am I playing this? I think I am not, unfortunately. And now I'm sort of accepting that if I draw another 3-drop, I can't double spell, but if I draw something like a looting or one of the rummaging effects, I really want to have access to it. Gurmag number 2, sure. Okay, I don't think you get to swing here. Yep. Lunarch Veteran is good. Am I looking for life? Am I looking for life or am I looking for damage? 3 life is pretty precarious. Let's go on the offensive a little bit to see what my opponent thinks. Okay, I guess I go Veteran first. Resolves. Molten Gatekeeper. Resolves. So I do go up to 4 life, which is decent here. Suffocating Fumes obviously sucks. Arms of Hadar sucks even more. Is this just a passing back of the turn? No, we're getting in. Sure. So Stinky is gonna go on one, and is this just the Lunark Veteran on the other one? Probably. Yeah, okay. Oh, that just resolved. Okay. Wasn't expecting that to happen. I don't think that's a really good play, but sure. Yeah, I have like a billion things to do now. So let's bring this dude out of the graveyard. Opponent gonna take 2 more damage. Let's battle Screech, and this is lethal if it resolves. Counter spell, okay. Now let's... You have 1 card in hand. Veteran, down to 1. And we win the match. 2-0 against Blue-Black Fae. That felt really good, I'm not gonna lie. Loved that for us. Obviously, the Suffocating Fumes, Arms of Hadar, and whatnot were great, but I felt pretty confident with my list here. Let's go to the next round. All right, welcome back to round 4. We are on the play against 50cent. This is an easy mulligan, no lands. And this is a decent keep. Yeah, keep. I'm probably just gonna get rid of one of the Ravens. So, do I want to just go looting on one? Probably not. I guess it's just Citadel Gate on red. And on we go. Snow-covered island. Is this Scred Fae? Blue-red Fae? Or is this just Blue Fae? Guess we're gonna find out. Cliff Gate. So, I'm gonna take the chance here to do the Faithless Looting. Nice. Another Snacker is great. And now let's go Black Dragon Gate on white. Pass turn. So, okay, it's just Blue-Black Fae again. Okay. It is Blue-Black Fae, but my opponent is playing the Modern Age. Interesting choice. Okay. So, I am gonna actually do the whole thing here. Play the Lunark Veteran, play Desperate Ravens, draw 2. I discarded my Molten Gatekeeper, unfortunately. Pass the turn. My opponent did a Ninja on turn 2, so I feel good about that. They're just discarding lands. Immediate Suffocating Fumes. Okay. I mean, that's obviously good for them. Prismatic Strands. I guess I'll just get my Snackers back. Looting again. Discard Stinkweed Imp. Discard Mountain. Any order, doesn't matter yet. Play the Black Dragon Gate on blue. Pass the turn. So the Modern Age is gonna flip, which is definitely annoying. I can't just keep attacking anymore. Brainstorm. And this Stinkweed Imp here is just gonna be value. Oh, no attacks. Okay. Dredge. We hit quite a bit of stuff, huh? Swinging is not the best of choices right now. Doesn't do anything. With my opponent having 3 mana up, I think I'm cool just going Stinky. Cliffgate on white. I guess I could have played the Plains and brought the Lunark Veteran back already. Maybe I should have. I don't know. I'm not expecting a second Suffocating Fumes from my opponent. I stun. Okay. So I imagine they're just playing the snow lands because they like them. It is likely that my opponent has a Bojuka Bog in there somewhere. Bottom on the scry. Sure thing. Oh, there's an Angler. Wait, what did I exile? Nothing important. Okay. So, Dredge. That's a lot of stuff. So, I have 6 mana. It's not enough for the Gatekeepers also. Okay. Let's attack with the Stinkweed Imp. Get my little pink damage in. And I am just going to get the Stinkweed Imp again here. Is this a moment for Veteran? Honestly, yes. Because if I get one of the Veterans out now, I can sort of do the whole double Gatekeeper thing next turn, right? I have exactly 6 mana for that, yes. So that's good. Yeah, let's do that. No attacks, expected. Cliffgate is nothing. So the Gatekeepers here are just a little bit of aggression. I imagine the Battle Screech is likely to get countered. But honestly, I don't think I mind. Let's put some clock on my opponent. Let's get the other one going. Veteran, or Luminous Phantom rather. You're gonna stutter this? Okay, sure, that resolves. You got another one? Nope. So that one resolves. Opponent takes 2. I guess now is a decent time for an attack. I do think I'm just gonna shove in with everybody. I don't want to see Unexpected Fangs. That's the card that would mess me up the most here. Okay, so I'm gonna gain 1,000,000,000 life. My opponent's gonna take quite a bit of damage too, down to 12. Oh, I gain more life, that's true. Okay, Lorien? Monarch? Lorien. 5 mana. Sure, I'll take the 5. I'm good with that. So I know my stuff is gonna resolve. I would just like to find another white creature here. I do, that's cool. Don't think I want these prismatic strands right now. Got my snackers back. Let's get this sacred cat going. Screech. Make a bunch of friends. I get to leave up Desperate Ravings, and I'm just gonna keep swinging. I'm not worried about that Gurmag Angler. Again, I could be playing a Singleton Angler in the deck as well, and it would probably do some stuff. Modern Age. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have 6. Let's just to the end step, yeah. Because I do want to cast this. Card advantage, baby! Dang, I discarded my Basilisk Gate. No! That's fine. Just go all in. Probably. Yeah, sure. So swing out, or do I keep one of them back for a strands? I guess I'll keep a bird back. One I'm gonna take 7? Nope. Yeah, that's all fine. Cast... What? Where? Okay, sure. So I'm gonna gain 2 life. Then I'm gonna gain 4 life? No, it's more than that. Any order. Okay. Bring back the Sacred Cat. Black Dragon Gate. Put it on red or whatever. Pass the turn. Brainstorm. So their snacker gets to come back. That's alright. That's fine, buddy. We attacking? We not attacking. In which case, I don't think I need to do anything either. Yep. I'll do this. There's another Molten Gatekeeper. There's another snacker. Oh, there's so much stuff. Yeah, let's do that. I imagine my opponent dies here somehow. Gatekeeper, cat, take 1. Looting, sure, okay. That's gonna resolve regardless, that's fine. Swing? Oh, I should have played the Stinkweed Imp. Maybe not. I don't know, I think my opponent's already dead. I'm just going to attack and hopefully they will die. So they're taking 3 damage here. They are not dead. I could pro blue? Yeah, let's pro blue. Counterspell? Counterspell. Okay. That's fine, honestly. So you're gonna go down to 2 life. Play my boy Stinky. Play the Cliff Gate. Pass the turn. Without a source of card advantage, my opponent's deck doesn't have much of a chance, I feel like. Dang, I'm at 33? I didn't even notice it. Swing. Yep. That's all fine. What is this? Cast down? Yes, okay. So my board is going to be absolutely devastated here. Some things are going to die. A replay cat. Okay, so I am going to do this now. Shoot you for 1 to the face. Sacred Cat goes to the graveyard, and then I can just bring back the Death Spark next turn. Sure. Pay 1. Take a draw. Shoot you for 1. Dead. Death Spark MVP. So, once again, I won the Red Blasts, probably more than last time. And I think I want to cut a Prismatic Strand. What was it that I did? I think I cut like a Looting, a couple Thrilling Discoveries, and like another Looting for the 3rd Death Spark. Oh no, there were the Coffin Purges too, right? I brought in a pair. My opponent's deck seems to be more aggressive. Already just... Okay, so I don't think I want 1 Death Spark, and I can probably cut... I think it was 1 Desperate Ravings. Is that even true? Nah, I think I want the Desperate Ravings. It's such a good card. Desperate Ravings, good card in 2025, confirmed. Alright, so game number 2. I'm definitely gonna keep this. I even have the turn 1 Death Spark if I need. My opponent has mulligan to 6. See what they're up to. Just an Ice Tunnel, that's cool. Ooh, that's nice to have. Let's kick it off with a Citadel Gate, and I am just gonna put it on red as usual. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. Snacker. Okay. Thrilling Discovery. I guess I'm gonna take the chance here to just kill this and play this Cliff Gate on black. Fast turn. If my opponent just hardcasts the snacker that way, I just want to kill it so I don't open myself up to some sort. Yeah, okay. That's annoying, but it's fine. So I don't open myself up to some ninja shenanigans turn 2, or turn 3 rather. Okay, you can come back. Have my own snacker. Am I gonna go with that? Unfortunately, my opponent has a bunch of mana open, so I guess that I'm just going to go Molten Gatekeeper because it doesn't die to Stutter. And if it just does get countered or cast down, I get to Death Spark back in the next turn. Last turn, cast down. Okay, so I do have the Death Spark coming back next turn. No, yeah, I was gonna say Monarch would be pretty annoying. Didn't want to see that. Take 2. Okay, I should have always yielded to that. Pay 1, yes, pay 1. Get it back. Another Basilisk Gate. I guess I'm gonna do the whole shebang, shoot it again. White, red, Thrilling Discovery. Yes, use the ability. Oh, it doesn't. Whoops. Yeah, I shouldn't have done it like this. That was a pretty substantial mistake, I feel like. I also discard a gate now. Any order. Always yield. Bring my girl back. Pass the turn. Yeah, that wasn't great. I didn't need to shoot it at that point. I could have just held up mana. Yeah, especially in a situation like this. Alright, the Monarchy here is going to be super annoying to deal with. Turn 4 Monarch on the play is pretty bad overall for us. Okay, well, I guess I start off with a Gatekeeper? What? Like, yeah, let's try. Gatekeeper, swing. I'll get to take the Monarchy, but I know I won't get to keep it. Blue Elemental Blast, that's fine. So I drew a card off of that. Do you have another removal spell? In a way, you do. Okay. So the Stutter is going to block my Snacker. Fine. Sure. So that was basically a removal spell. And I am actually going to Thrilling Discovery now. I took a draw already, so I do want to use the ability. I guess I'll discard these 2 gentlemen. And I will dredge once, and then I'm going to take a draw, get my girl back, and probably just play this and get a Lunarch Veteran going, the thing. So the good news here is that the Molten Gatekeeper from the graveyard ate a Blue Blast, which is a great card for them to have. And even though my opponent has the card advantage engine going, they don't have a lot of pressure. And I already have quite a bit that I get to do next turn. Fumes? Crypt Incursion. Dang. Okay. That is actually very good for my opponent. Okay. Oh, they're swinging? Interesting. Okay. What is it that you have? Snuff Out? So 2 mana for the Faithless Looting plus the Molten Gatekeeper. Make sure I get through. Hold up, Sneaky Snacker. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Maybe I just swing first? Yeah, let's swing. Oh, alright, cool. Play Stinky? That just immediately resolved. I guess I don't have Coffin Purge up anymore. This Faithless Looting is probably just gonna be held because it seems my opponent has a Snacker. Play the Citadel Gate on blue. Pass. Take a draw. Arms. Yep. Okay. I knew that was definitely going to be a thing that I would have to deal with. Any order is okay. Gain 2 life. Take 3. Okay. Opponent gets to take the Monarchy back. That's not the end of the world. And the Pharisee is definitely annoying here, though. I am actually going to dredge. Okay. Death Spark landed in the graveyard in a way that doesn't help me. Looting. Discard Gatekeeper, Stinkweed Imp. Any order. Get back Gatekeeper. Attack with Gatekeeper. Okay. So my Gatekeeper is gonna eat their Fairy Seer. That's cool. Blue. Let's Desperate Ravings. No. Oh, I could have done it once. Okay, whatever. So my opponent is gonna take 2 points of damage. Get back the Sacred Cat, take another point of damage, Black Dragon Gate. I do want my mana here. Pass the turn. This Red Blast in my hand is eventually going to be pretty good. So I already got hit with Crypt Incursion and Arms of Hadar, and I'm still fine. No attacks, makes sense. Opponent just going to take a draw, I imagine. Okay, I don't have a lot going on. So how many Gatekeepers? I just have 1 left. No, I am going to take a draw. Yeah, sure. Take a dredge, rather. Yeah, that's cool. So, swing. Let's see if I can take that monarchy back. And I'm not going to be Basilisk gating until it is absolutely necessary. You got a removal? No. Okay. So I just took the monarchy. That's cool. Black 1/1. Play this dude. That's okay. So I'm going to take a draw from here. I just need to resolve one more draw spell then. Let's just play this. 3. Let's Faithless Looting from the graveyard. I would like to keep my card advantage high. Crypt Incursion. So is that... Okay. That's gonna be very annoying again, right? Tough. Guess I'm gonna lose that snacker. 22 cards left in the deck. Sure. Let's discard a Coffin Purge, discard the other looting. Any order. Pass the turn. Always yield. Take my draw. Basilisk Gate. Sure. I'm gonna block. I'm gonna strand. Throw black. You're still in blocks, friend? Okay. So nothing happened. I'll counter that. That card is pretty annoying. I will counter that one as well. Pass the turn. Start clocking my opponent down. Do it twice. Do it twice. Hit for 13. Do you have a snuff out? Doesn't seem like it. Play the veteran, so I have an extra blocker. Pass the turn. And I can actually just kill my opponent next turn off of triple Basilisk Gate. Okay, that works. But now they don't have black up. Is that fine? Sure. You can take your monarchy draw. So play the other Basilisk Gate. Bump, bump, bump. Swing for 23. Who would have thought that Basilisk Gate plus Snacker was good? We win the match. I am feeling so good against these blue Fae decks. We are 3-1. We just lost that first round, unfortunately. Let's go to the last one. All right, let's go to the last one. We are on the play against Sorceress-Queen. The hand has mana, not much else. I think this is still a keep because I get to take a redraw on turn 2. I have the colors that I need. Forest. Seal of Strength. No! I'm gonna get infected. No! Please, God, no. Okay. Thrilling Discovery. Guess I'm in a lot of trouble then. So discard the other thrilling... Wait, no, I think I might actually need this. Battle Screech can definitely go. And I guess I actually discard the Desperate Ravings. Okay. I really need to find something. My opponent by now knows that I'm some sort of degenerate playing a janky brew. Listen, Sorceress-Queen, you don't need to do this. No. No! Save me. Come on, deck. Help me out. Looting. Okay, I found a thing. Get rid of a pair of lands. Any order. Play the Sacred Cat. Play Black Dragon Gate on red 2. In fact, in 2025. Okay. Oh, okay. At least I'm getting a chance to block. There's no Rancor or something. Sure, Mutagenic Growth is fine. Makes sense. Okay. Guess I play both. So play the Basilisk Gate. Play the Molten Gatekeeper. Play the Cat. And considering that my opponent has not used any sort of trample, I think I am more interested in just trying to chump block them as long as possible. The Sacred Cat here is literally just a creature, so the lifelink is not going to matter at all. Sideboard, I do have the Death Sparks. I also have Prismatic Strands, which is pretty good. County Garden, yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot of Tithing Blade stuff floating around. If there is a Rancor, I will double block. If there is not a Rancor, I won't bother. I'll just keep chumping. Oh, no attack. That's great news for me. Okay, so they might try to go wide. I guess that makes sense too. So red, white, Discovery. And honestly, I think I am just going to get rid of the Veteran so I can bring it back if need be. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. So Veteran comes back in the form of a nice friendly spirit. Opponent takes another point of damage. Cliffgate. I do have black. Let's just put this one on blue. So attacking with the Molten Gatekeeper seems a little aggressive, but I do want to try and get this game over with. So let's do that. I can't really double block the Ichor Claw Mirror, because if I do, they just pop a Seal of Strength and I traded 2 for 1. So I would rather just sacrifice a creature. What is this? Oh, so I'm just dead then? Okay. Yeah, that's already 7. They just need 1 more pump spell, and I'm done. So I guess that was another reason for me to hold up the Gatekeeper, I guess. But I didn't I didn't even remember that. Yeah, well, it is what it is. 7. What was that? What? Giant Growth. Straight up Giant Growth. Okay. So, Strands comes in. Death Spark comes in. The Veteran at least is a creature that blocks. Sneaky Snacker is a thing that gives me card advantage. I just don't know how much of that I can keep in the deck. I think the Desperate Ravings need to go. Dust to Dust just hits the mirror. Is this it? I think this is it. I don't even think this match is necessarily super bad, but I do need to have the right tools to play it. I don't think this is good enough. This is even worse, obviously. I think the first hand was just too weak overall. They have capped 7. Not happy about that. It is what it is. This is the hand I'm keeping. Battle Screech goes back. I can hardcast a Snacker on turn 3. Don't think that's great for me. Yep, I guess the Snacker is just going back. No, that's not true. Let's send the Imp back. Yeah. So Citadel Gate is just gonna go on black right off the gate. I have the red mana when I need it. Okay, so there's no turn 1 nonsense. That's very good. Play this. This one is gonna go, honestly, just on blue. Play the cat. Good old blocker. Glistener Elf. Okay, so we played it on turn 2 to try and avoid interaction, it seems like. I'm just gonna play this and pass the turn. Briar Shield. Yes, that's fine. This is just a slow +3/+3 that sometimes allows you to go slightly aggressive. Ooh, Rancor. Okay. Well, I guess I'm not blocking. Thrilling Discovery. So if I go looting, there's a chance I can still keep up Prismatic Strands. If I go Thrilling Discovery, there's no chance I keep up Prismatic Strands on mana, but I do get a Snacker, which can then trade with this eventually. So go Thrilling Discovery, discard these 2 gentlemen, any order, draw 3, cool, get the Snacker back, play the Cliffgate, just gonna put it on... I have the collars, right? Just put it on white still. Attack. Nope. 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 Cannot do that. Don't do that. Don't throw the game away. 4 mana is not what they want to see. No blocks. Sure. Oh, Prismatic Strands in response. So I'm still at 4, and we got a card out of my opponent's hand. Let's go Faithless Looting. Discard this and this. Hit for 1. Pass the turn. We attacking. We attacking. Snacker. Snakeskin Veil. Okay. So that's going to be 4 poison. Sacrificing the Briar Shield. That goes to 7, which is 6. So yeah, I gotta do the thing here. So that was a pretty clear 2 for 1 again. And I still have another block that I can do. And now the Glistener Elf, not this turn, but next turn is still going to be at 2 toughness. Okay. Thrilling Discovery again. Let's keep going through these things. Any order is fine. Draw 3. There's the Death Spark that I wanted to see eventually. I actually get to attack with the Sacred Cat because I can then replay another one. Or just play another one, rather. Ooh, I can't cast the Death Spark. Okay. So, play the cat. Pass the turn. Not gonna play the land just yet. The Death Spark also doesn't do a whole lot yet. We attacking. So I guess I am just blocking like this in the hopes that they don't have a pump spell. Sure, this is fine by me. Okay, sure. You just have another dude. Okay. So, looting. Jeez. Got rid of these lands. Any order. Opponent still has 4 cards in hand, so I can't Prismatic Strands that. Sources of the Collar. That is not great. I can still just die. I also should have done it a different way. I know they have a Rancor. Yeah, I still should have gone for the Prismatic Strands play, I think. Because then at least I would force them to do something to keep it alive. Okay, that's a pump spell out of the way. Play another Mountain, make him think I have another one. But yeah, the Rancor is already +3. Okay, I'm up to 9. And that's actually lethal, right? Because target creature you control deals damage. That is tough. I'm gonna die to... Dang. Okay, so we lost to Infect there. That was really unexpected, and I honestly didn't really know what to do about it there. We still finished up with a 3-2, so let's go to our last thoughts and think about what we learned today. Okay, guys, I really liked this list. I think this is the type of thing that I want to play. I think this is the type of list that has a chance against a lot of things in the metagame. We lost round 1. I don't really even remember what it was against that we lost. Was it some sort of Fey deck? I don't remember. I'll check later in the recording. But I think this list is really good against all of the blue Fey stuff. I think it's very decent against the grindier decks in the format because you can just do the Basilisk Gate thing. Cleansing Wildfire obviously gets in the way of that sometimes, but you still have basics that you can search up, so it's not the end of the world. There's a lot of value that you can accomplish here. There's a lot of cards that are very powerful. I love Stinkweed Imp as a source of card advantage in this version of the deck. This is great. Honestly, I think I might just take this to my tournament and be happy with it. So I think there are a couple things that we can discuss still. Probably like that one-off Gurmag Angler that I mentioned would be decent. Of course, the Thrilling Discovery is weaker without the Eidolons, but let's face it, the Eidolons are not great. Desperate Ravings felt good, even though you don't have much control. A lot of the time you just want to discard whatever you got, and you can just cast it from the graveyard for card advantage, as we saw. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm still going to play this list probably another time or two this week to practice for the tournament, but I am very happy with the way things have turned out here. So if you enjoyed this, by all means, subscribe to the Patreon, subscribe on YouTube, leave me a comment, tell me what you think. I know that you have seen this deck a million times already these past few days, but yeah, I just am on a roll with it, and I not on a roll as in winning, but on a roll as in being very happy with the result and the process of trying things out. So that's going to be it for me today. Thank you very much. I hope you have an excellent day and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.